Got the kids out at the new camp. That's my pap's place, or that's their pap's. That's my dad's house that you can just make out in the distance. And we're in a small area right on the corner of a field. My dad has a field there that's about 2 acres, and the farmer uses that for just basically for feeding his animals. But my dad lets him plow it just so that there's something being done with the property. But here on the corner, there's a little section here of hemlock and pine. And so I've decided that this is going to be the newest little camp that we're going to do for bushcraft. So the kids are out with me today. We're going to do some of the clearing and start setting it up. Basically right where we're standing, we're thinking this will be where our fire is, and then our sitting and sleeping area just over to the, your left, my right. And then the wind is predominantly kind of in an angle here, but that will clear the smoke out too, so it'll be good. So we'll have our sleeping area there, the fire here, and who knows what we'll do. We'll just do some bushcrafting. And I brought the biggest bushcrafts knife that I've got. Yeah. So I got my Husqvarna. I'm gonna get rid of some of the, there's a large Widowmaker here. I'm just gonna get rid of it so that it's not something we need to worry about. And then I'll probably done with it. Most of this we'll do by hand, but I wanna clear the big stuff out of here just so we can, we only have this little pocket here. So it's a real small property that my dad owns, and this is right on the corner. So it's in an odd spot and can't be used for anything. You'll see some posted signs because that's the neighbor's property, not more than 20 or 30 feet over here. But that's fine. We just need this little area, and it's just, it's just a holler from Pap's house. And so it's a good spot for us to come to just to do some day bushcrafting. So this will just be one of our few bushcraft camps, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Stand back, everybody. Kara at work. All right, so I got it all down. The kids got cold. It only got up to about 40 degrees. I think 42 was our high today. And we weren't here during the warmest part of the day, you know what I mean? So the kids are cold. They went back to Pap's. I got all the saw and everything taken back. But we got our area cleared out here. That's the same area, the same 2 posted signs you see in the background. And you can see where the firewall will be. I am so happy I managed to find that big old rock. We don't have a whole lot of rocks right here, so I'm going to have to wander around and try to find a few. I don't have to worry about the dirt. You can see this is just mud underneath, so I can build a fire right on the ground. But I do want to put some rocks there. Really happy for that one because it's high enough to deflect some heat and even keep it off of the firewall, or the heat reflecting wall in the back there. But I do want to build a little fire today, so I'm going to do that. But before I do, I want to put at least another rock over here. Just get this fire ring started for today. Then I'm going to go ahead and build a fire just to kind of break the camp in. Check this out. This is an old dead standing pine, and I've cut limbs off of this before because I found it has fat wood. So right there is some good fat wood. I'm going to get some shavings for the fire. Tree, all I'm going to do is just scrape right here like this and get a couple feathers, if you will, just a couple shavings, and I'll collect them on a leaf, and that'll be good for me. Here's what I got, and it should be enough to get the flame going here. I'm just going to use my fire steel, but I first want to find that rock I'm looking for to finish that little half circle fire ring for today. Let's go see if we can find it. I think I found something right on the very corner here. Here's one that doesn't amount to much, but right here, oh no, it crumbled. Okay, there's a couple little ones here, so I'm gonna dig around here and see if I can find, oh, there's a nice one. So I got a couple there I can use, and a couple, I can see there's a couple moss outcrop, the rocks that are mossed over, so I'm gonna look around, see if I can get a good one. All I found was those two. That's two that I got here, but that's all right. It'll work for tonight. Even fire building, I'm still kind of figuring out, because no matter how good I get at building a fire, it just seems like I still have failed attempts. But the one thing that's very consistent is prep. So I'm going to take a minute here and get some stuff prepped together, and then I'll come back. All right. All right, let me get my fire steel out here. I'm using this little I forget what they're called. It's Exotac. Something, anyways. That's what I'm using. I've used this for a few times in the video. You probably saw it. They were pretty good. As long as you can hit. There it goes. One thing I'm trying to get out of the habit of is rushing. It's easy to rush and smother a fire. So before you ever get a chance of getting it going, it goes out. So that's got plenty of fuel to get it going as long as I let it breathe a little bit. And I can see the sticks are already starting to burn. Put a few more on. And that fat wood's just tremendous. If you're not using fat wood yet, look into it. It works great. So that looks like that's going to burn good. All right, so first fire at the new camp, just for giggles. So I have this little half circle fire ring just started, and then the firewall. Oh, by the way, those were cut with the chainsaw. If you don't, if you didn't watch the beginning of the video or whatever, it was standing right here, and it went up. Clear up through the top of this tree here, and I think that's it's an oak. It looks like a red oak, but anyways, it was all the way up, so I kind of had to cut it off in sections as it came down, just for safety. And you can see some pieces laying around from another tree that was right there, but most of the parts are right there. Now I was going to drag that to my dad's house, but I thought, why don't I just keep it here at camp and use it? And here's a couple pieces from it. So those were cut with a chainsaw. I know that's not very bushcrafty, but we'll chop that up and use it. It's pine, so it might actually be hemlock. But anyways, I'll chop that up and use it here at the camp. It's soft wood, but we'll burn it and you know, get us started here at camp or whatever. And we'll use some of it for building materials too, so it'll be going soon enough, and then we'll just be back to hand tools. But to process that, I plan on using hand tools. So anyways, all that just to say, there it is, first fire of the new camp. And the kids should be out here the next time we do this, but that sun is setting fast, and if I remember right, we're making funnel cakes tonight. Funnel cakes and movie night. That's almost as good as this. Almost as good as this. To these mushrooms around camp here. Maybe you guys can tell me what those are. Another specimen there. It's just red and a little cap on it. They look pretty recognizable, so if you know what it is, you'll know what this is. All right, let me know, guys. I'm curious. I don't know my my fungi too well. I feel like I know what this is, and if you know what it is, let me know. Tell me what you believe it to be. I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with that one, but that one's very common around us. We got lots of that around here too. See you next time, guys.